Furious Roar on top of the Hunter, whatever it is. But I don't think he had that many instances because the rest of his team kept collapsing. The backline penetration from Layers and Griffin as well on this global pressure.
This is my favorite game, hands down.
Yeah, our draft was so smart.
And Delny did kind of fall behind that game. Wolves got that 2-3 level lead during the mid game, and Delny, I mean, he just didn't give it up to Delny. And Delny
I think someone in your chat asked me why we let Janice through. Dude, Janice by himself like wasn't too good.
Yeah, like he just hit. The only kills he had was just like random snipes at the end of team fights to clean up.
It was Janice with like Kuzimbo and Erlong that made him really good.
Yeah,
like giving those guys mobility.
I think it's that we never dove him because we couldn't.
Yeah, it was impossible. But when we took 2 of them away,
that was a lot of pressure
GG.
coming from Chapo, and Matt Koi's had a good game on it in game number 2, and I like the fact that he switched from the Geb to the Erlong Shen between games 1 and 2. Now going into game 4, Matt Koi's needs to play something aggressive.
Well, let's see if he
So they ban Odin, the same shit every game.
We are ready for game number 4.
We ban Freya.
Bans everyone, and we still see the same bans. Why no
Ban Merc.
Giannis? Well, I guess because Giannis didn't win the game.
Not this time, Kelly, but still had a great impact. It was so much damage coming from Crimson, over 25,000 player damage. He goes 5-1. Like, he was making a lot of plays, but the problem was the rest of his teammates couldn't really.
So this is where we like thought about whether banning Kuzembo.
Were sniped from far away.
I think we were talking about banning Kuzembo.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Like fuck it, let's just ban our shit. Like we're not scared of the Kuzembo.
And it looks like Flashpoint Wolves is going with the first pick.
In the game before, they went with first picking like Giannis. So this one,
I was like, as long as we don't pick Janice, like I mean, sorry, Hebo or anything that can get away from, we can burn them. Oh, remember I talked about our scrims? We're like, oh, we can deal with this. Like fuck the Kuzembo.
Ooh, Chapo.
Exactly.
Is coming through right now, but I think this is.
And then like right away, I said Erlong Giannis, because Kuzembo can't catch Giannis.
Yeah, I think we said we said Erlang. We said Erlang Janice. Yeah, he can't catch the Kuzembo can't catch him, and he can get away from. He can get to the back line without Kuzembo zoning him. And then we said, yeah, we can flex here Erlang.
Zone both of the squishies on FP side.
Especially when Keeksmate is playing the
what up, Fuzzy?
Top that has so much damage over time. Every tick, an instance of damage is ticking the spiked shells.
And we're like, yo, are you okay with picking Janice? And then he was like, oh, we can get counterpicked. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna get counterpicked. You'll be fine. I'm gonna be on Erlang. I'm gonna be zoning.
And then immediately
and then he's like, all right, fuck it. I'm like, let's do it.
Switching it up in game 4.
That's exactly what he said, actually.
Yeah,
Holy.
I don't know how I remember this shit like so fucking crazy.
I was like word by word. How in the world?
Nothing just yet.
I would expect Erlong Shen is a must.
They could take away the Janice again from Krim. I don't know if, yeah, right there.
They're hovering over it.
I mean, it's not even really taking it away from Krim when Boronic did so well in game number 1.
So I knew from the last game, right, that they were either going to take dodgy Zeus or dodgy Agni. But right when we picked Janice, it was looking more Agni because he wasn't going to play Zeus into it again.
Right after that.
Their option. Jumpa likes the dodgy from time to time. And that's a good way to chase the Giannis as well. As long as the portal's not too far away.
And then
from
Agni,
the
yeah.
wall,
We knew this was going to be their
should
draft.
still be in range to pull him back in.
And
I was like, we can pick Geb here. I was like, Geb is really good to protect the. Oh, you guys wanted me to play the Geb, and I was like, we could just flex the Geb, like, you know.
Yeah, once you said flex, we insta-locked
it. Yeah, we insta-locked it, yeah. I was like, yeah, this is perfect.
Completely counters dodgy, does great into Agni, does great into because if you knock Kuzembo up, you stop his 2. He can't reflect.
Kill potential god, and now he's playing a Geb.
And then we pick Geb, and then we're like, oh, they're gonna.
Solo lane. That's probably Wolves, solo lane, Geb. Keep Erlong Shen here, right on top of Chapo. It worked in game 1 on the Naja, worked in game 3 on the Erlong Shen. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. And I mean, we've seen Geb in solo lane. Geb can definitely provide some pressure there.
Yeah, hard CC stops Kuzembo too. Like hard CC like that.
Oh god, I got a commercial.
Oh, got a commercial.
Yeah. What happened to Athena? She's like whatever. Bubbles counter her. Like.
But no, Bubbles too broken.
Yeah, Bubbles.
It's 70 seconds. Like.
Yeah. I think it's too good. I agree.
Bubbles paired with beads and CC immune ults.
Yeah, but this team didn't know we played Geb solo though.
From the Geb shields.
Yeah, they had no clue.
They had no clue about the Geb solo. So we had Erlang. They didn't know where Erlang or Geb is going. The only thing they know right now is Janice, and we literally know their whole draft right now.
Because Geb can be flexed, same with Erlong.
Yeah.
They don't know anything.
early game that FP.
And then right here, and then so right now we're like talking like, oh, we should just ban hunters. We should get rid of his comfort hunters. Like we get rid of Uller.
He would always pick Uller.
Yeah,
like all the
there
time.
he'd pick Uller.
And then I think this was the most important ban. I don't know if they were gonna play this, but if they had an X ball with their draft,
yeah, it would have been really
it would have been impossible. It would have been almost impossible to fight them or lock them down.
Yeah, and that's actually a good ban because if you think about the game, they actually got to mid game.
Yeah, exactly. Because if they would have had that ult, you would have had a dodgy in the sky going unchecked.
Yeah.
Just moving around fast on box with their 2.
Yeah, they banned Kyra. That's just because of scrims. They banned Kyra on there.
Yeah. And layers on Ao Kwong. Holy. Him and.
I mean, even though that comp is really good versus AO, but they still are so scared of it just because they are. Then we pick Rama. Yeah, we're like, oh, something that can survive. It's good versus dodgy ult because you can get in the air.
Dude.
And just it gives good pressure.
Griff literally said,
Griff farmed.
I dropped a nuke with that god or something to me. I'm feeling him.
Yeah, we're like, yo, so what do you see you thinking? And then I'm like, yo, want to do Rama again? He's like, dude, I dropped a nuke with that god. Yeah, exactly. And then we're like, all right, just pick that shit. Like, yo, I'm like, you hit nasty snipes, bro, so let's do it again.
I'm watching. I can't wait to see after they pick their 2 gods.
Yet again another Ratatasker. There's still that jungle pick of question. Where is it going to be? This Erlang Shen is going to be solo support.
I'll say that in a minute.
Any CC cancels an M shield.
Are we just going to see a Jingwei again for safety?
Yeah.
Flashpoint Wolves?
Thanks for follow,
Penguin. Are they going
Penguin.
to do something a little bit more aggressive?
I don't think Nox 2 cancels Kuzumbo 2, but a knockup, like a Wukong knockup or a Geb knockup, I think stops it.
True.
I should have been more specific.
But they definitely should pick something with pressure here, because that is the way that
their last 2 gods. Oh, the Medusa. Once they showed the Medusa.
Holy.
Yeah. Once it, yeah. Inbound actually called the Fender out.
Yeah. Did he?
Dodgy's a counter. Nah, only Dodgy does good versus Erlang. Like, I mean, you can't box him in the jungle, but like mid-game team fights, I guess it's really annoying because you don't have CC immune ult. So if you get pulled, you're fucked. Which bees could be pulled by anyone on this team.
Really do a good job here though, taunting them into that petrify, into the Agni bombs. You think we're gonna see an Athena here?
I think maybe so. That's why
he picks a Terra, right?
Yeah, he picks Terra. In our like team conversation,
I was saying Naja.
It was like Naja, or what was the other guy?
I know I said something else that you guys were. Oh, Circuit support.
Oh, Circuit. It was Naja or Circuit. I looked, and then I was like, wait a minute.
What about Fenrir?
What about Fenrir? And Chapo gave me this crazy look. Like, I'm so down.
Yeah.
We never ran it in scrims. We never ran it at all. Not even once. Picked it, completely confident in him.
Yeah, right here I was like Naja or Circuit. I was like pointing at Naja or Circuit. And then when I said Circuit, like they didn't really say like, yo, I'm down. Like, so I was like, okay, fuck Circuit. Naja, I was like, I'm down for Naja. And I think here I look back. Let's see if they catch it where I say. Or I look back. Oh, they go back.
Dude, if they catch it.
Put it onto layers.
Yeah, we take a while here. I'm like, yo, what are we thinking?
Making it difficult, I think, for Keeg's mate and also Crimson.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at you right now. I'm like, yeah, we're talking about like, yeah, I'm fucking down, dude. Let's give me Fenrir.
That is indeed a Fenrir pick. So it's still a question of where this Fenrir, Erlang, and Geb are all going to go. Probably leaning towards Geb's support now with this Fenrir. Although,
bro, we were so confident in the Fenrir. The Fenrir did so good into that draft that they drafted no CC immunity. No CC immunity. Stuns for every god.
Dash, every god. Every god has a dash. Terra, Medusa, Agni. My brutalize just forces everything.
See in games 1 and 3 where it's just the early aggression, so much happening at the start, or is this going to be making it to the late game?
And then with Lonos,
yeah. I grabbed Lonos like 4th, right?
Yeah, you grabbed it 4th.
Yeah, I grabbed Spirit Roll, right, I think.
3 times in a row from games 1 and 3 into game 4. But if it gets to the late game,
let me think. I think you grabbed Magi's. I think you went Magi's 3rd or 4th. No, you went that, and then you went Lonos.
Yeah, I needed the Magi's for the dodgy.
Yeah, you did.
And no one took it away other than Terra and Agni, which they did a good job, not gonna lie, of taking it away from me. I kept getting hit by it.
And Flashpoint definitely has great awareness.
I can't believe how tanky Lonos made you, because even though you got pulled in, I think.
Yeah, I got pulled in like 3 or 4. We had Geb shield too.
Yeah, you had a Geb shield and Lonos. You were just eating everything and not dying.
Really quick, who's got this?
I like Astral's comp.
I'm giving it to Astral.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be
Athena's not even playable against this team. They all buy Magi's.
Yep.
You can't taunt them. It's impossible.
Pretty much what he said. Just the Athena bubble. The bubble is too good versus Athena. So you can't like once they get bubbles like Athena, you can't taunt. Like even if you get a taunt, like you're gonna get bubble and then you have a chance. Yeah, they have a chance for initiation.
Exactly.
That it's going over to the support role, and what do you know? It's not the Geb for Wolves, and Chapo takes the aggressive Finra.
And the reason why this works
It's funny too. We literally never practiced this. I was like, wait, do I max jump? I was like, I'm gonna max jump. Fuck it.
I think I said, I've seen you run it on PC a bunch. I'm completely confident with you playing it, regardless if we haven't scrimmed with it.
Yeah, I played it on PC a lot.
Gave a tiny little pep talk, and then I just said, all right, good luck, guys.
Let's get it.
I was watching from the
A
back.
lot of the priority picks from this set are on the side of Astral. They have the Giannis, they have the Erlang Shen. The key difference, though, is that Delny is back on that Kuzenbo.
Oh yeah, for Chernobog, he's not. I don't know. He's not that good right now. They nerfed him a lot. They nerfed him like 10 times.
Chernobog is literally trash.
It's not a like bad pick, but there's gods that are better than him.
Pretty much.
They came over the gods there.
Yeah, here I played the laning phase pretty well. I feel like I could have aggressed harder, but they did the Terra wall thing, and then I didn't get the purple. That was the problem. I was so close to getting it too. It was like so 50-50. Because this is usually what I do. I contest purple if they go straight over to it, so they can lose wave trying to fight me.
Yeah, if you would have got it, it would
was
have
really
been
close.
That would have screwed them that whole lane.
Yeah, it was literally a 50-50. I don't know how I blocked the Medusa auto, but when I jumped up down, he got it with the auto because I jumped up.
That's the way to do it, though.
Which kind of sucks because they didn't let me play Fenrir the way I wanted to because I couldn't aggressive lane because they already had cleared. I was really bailing on stealing that purple. If I don't steal purple, like now you see how they're clearing the wave, so I can't just jump on them. So I said, fuck it, I'll just go to back camps.
In that sort of environment.
No, it's not going to be easy at all for Matt Koiz if he ends up falling behind. So they're doing their best trying to defend their bus and try and remain relevant as Layers is rather pushed forward, and Jumpa is able to use the dodgy aggressively to bring him down to half HP, and there is no answer back from Baronic, so a small
How much? I don't think we lost any of the waves. That was that was perfect. And now we hold the wave, so they lose a ton of experience.
You can never count anything out.
How much do they lose? I think they lose like 4 or 5 minions.
Yeah, that's huge. I think you guys may.
Oh damn, they got left mids too though. Yeah, no, they got left mids. They got a lot of experience there, but that was our only counterplay to just hold.
I think it went even. If you would have like hard pushed it, you guys would have lost out.
Yeah, Layers and Baronic have looked great in their
So that was a good play because they got oracles and left mids. Yeah, that equal. I think that's like 1 more minion. That's like 5 minions, even though they killed 4.
It's going to be a difficult task if you're Flashpoint trying to stop them from having to.
I don't know how much gold or XP oracles give duos.
What's up, Aviate?
Kuzenbo can sometimes be a lane bully in certain matchups, but this one might be a little bit too passive for him to handle. Chapo all the while. Brutalize gets some good poke here onto Keegsmane. Forces out the beats preemptively. Nice recognition from Keegs to expect the Unchained shortly after the Brutalize, but even better from
That was bad on him.
to begin with.
Like, why did he move right back up after using dash? I was like, all right, free stun.
Yeah, and look at how much he did. This is why Fenrir was perfect. Does so good into Medusa.
Yeah, it literally counters me. In the team fights, if she saw me, she had to dash instantly. So if I got brutalized, he was fucked.
Those snipes were out from Griffin. They need Keegsmane to be similarly as
This gameplay really slow.
Even like full time.
And of course, Keegs
Like,
wants
I really
to
want to
You do
purple.
enough there.
Medusa petrifies, but that'll be the idea here is just find those
I
ultimates
think,
in
yeah,
lane.
literally fucking Griffin saying, yo, he's dead. I was like, yo, good, I'm fine.
In some danger, Crimson looking for the stun, will connect, forces out the shell, but now Griffin's gonna have to roll away, and Chapo should be out of there also.
It's the shell that really did it. He still had the brutalizer.
I remember that.
He used the Unchained early on to try and defend the actual buff, and that was the secure.
Femur is actually nuts. God, that's 2 dashes.
Yeah, he's so hard to kill.
Range for the flame wave damage, just the stun, and I think that might have been the very key difference there.
30 stacks already with that Guardian's Blessing and climbing, and the tankiness.
I think that rotation ended up hurting Agni if Bronic gets left mids. Okay. Never mind.
Interesting to note, though, that this is the game where Keegs is opting straight away into that Transcendence start. And with it, he
Yeah,
did
so right here
have
we're
a
just
lot
playing
of health
we're just playing
potions,
chill
so
right now.
probably went for
This game was really
route,
slow
wanted
paced.
3 health pots so that way he could try and make up for whatever poke damage he took out of Chapo.
Layers is
And
good
that
about
is a
invading
good
those
call for him
backs.
because
That was
there's been
good.
aggression in this duo lane
Just needs to
all
keep
set
doing that.
long. So getting those potions to try and help him sustain up and make sure he can stay in the set, or rather in the lane, not get forced back and end up falling behind early on was a good call. Though Transcendence can feel a little bit slow, once he has it online, he'll certainly be swinging. But the fact that he's already made it this far should be a good sign for their chances here in the lane.
Still,
I was like,
about
I was
45
gonna
more
go
seconds
Medusa
until
here.
Keeks has his purification beads up and running again. And of course, look who's coming straight out of the jungle.
See,
It's
I think I'm a little
Chapo. He's
behind.
got those rune stack most likely and is just trying to see if he can get another jump stun connected.
Can't find Matt Koiz, who does a good job using that monolith to juke around, and you can even hear a little bit of laughing.
Matt
as
Koiz
they can't
taunting.
find him. In fact,
Kappa.
it's Jumpa who's making
You know,
the
Inbound said
rotation,
Matt
but
Koiz is
he
a better
one
support than
to
me.
dodge this time, so he'll have the Powwow to
When did
try
he
and
say that?
get back
Up
in.
for the...
Griffin and Chapo have
Did he?
fallen back.
Yeah,
They
I'm
must
like
have
Inbound, bro. I'm a better
recognized
support than you, bro.
that there's
Come
some
on,
extra
guy.
help coming.
The Dajie pickup is
Yay.
interesting because it feels like more of a direct call out towards
What's it called?
Layers
Here
on
we
this
just play.
early
Yeah, I
because
think I made it.
Layers
I
is
think
the
I just
only
needed to hold my ult. I
on
remember
Astral
saying that
Authority who
as
does
soon as I
not
died, the
have
first
a
dodgy ult.
CC immune
I was like, I
ultimate.
need to just
It's a
chill.
great
I need to just
taunt.
chill
You
with
can do a
my
multi-taunt even,
ult.
but
I need to hold it for
you don't
dodgy ult.
get any immunity
Yeah,
from
once you got
doing
more
anything
items
of that
online,
sort.
it didn't
So
even matter
it's
if they
very
pulled you.
easy for
Yeah, it was
Chapo
good that they
to
pulled
rush
me
up
once
into
we get
Powwow and
to the
then
mid game.
look to pull Layers out of
Yeah,
the
because then they
second
have to
round, which is
use...
why we
They're
see this
burning a
early
lot on you.
rolling with
And if
beats
you
in the
live,
first place over
that's
the
even
typically,
better.
Picked up Blink.
They need an extra
I died
safety to
like
try and stay away. So
twice,
we'll see if
and
he's
after
able to
that
use
I
to
died
get rid
again.
of some of this aggression, but this
Yeah,
is
because then
already
you had
a win. I feel
Magi,
like if you're
and then I
Flashpoint
think
in
you
the early
started to
game,
get low
he's
enough.
an
Then
Layers
outright
juked
call right
everything,
away,
Yeah,
which
bro.
has been
I remember Layers
in
making
games
fun of
1
them
and
there.
3, the ones that Astral
Oh, because I
won.
called if Layers
So
needed
far,
help,
you've looked good in these
and I was
long
like,
drawn-out
he
matches.
said
The
no, but
15
for me that
minute
means I don't know.
game,
So I was like, yo, just ult
try and get
for
your
him, bro.
chances close to that and see if you can find one more win there.
Of course.
To know when
he
Layers
looked
in
at
trouble is so
anything
hard to
out
read
when it
off his
comes to
tone.
Flashpoint, though. Astral Authority, they have
Yeah,
plenty
because
of
he always
recognition,
says,
but that doesn't
I'm
I'm
fine.
necessarily
I'm
mean
fine,
that
I'm
I'm
fine,
good.
I'm fine.
pan
And
out
then he
even
dies, I'm
more.
like,
And then he's dead.
so are you fine?
I like
Or
that Crimson's
when are you
picking it up
fine?
to the Agni
And he
Aurora
doesn't
because
even... He's
Giannis
something else,
has
man.
a lot of
It's hilarious.
escapability, but
Fucking
that
Layers.
doesn't necessarily mean he has heavy survivability. As we saw
Bomb.
last
Yeah,
game,
he called
Crimson
all bombs
had
there.
a
I was
lot
like, oh,
of
you guys
issues
can
getting
fight
away
there.
from
I'm
his
there,
last
I'm there.
touch and everything else
I'm
that was
here.
chasing
I
after
fucked
him.
up really hard here. I could have got. I could have killed. I was like, could have gone dodgy.
Does make it up onto the Powwow, and now a chance to turn things back around to Layers, but
Turn
a big
shell.
heal coming out from the 9 turns blessing and Chapo right there for the follow-up. But
I
inside
think
the
Layers...
Ragnarok, he
Look at
can't
how
keep
much he
up,
heals.
and just
Yeah,
barely
I could have.
covers.
I could have
Is
went.
able to make it
I could have
back
went
out.
on him, but I was
Actually,
expecting.
Chapo might have lost sight of which way
Oh.
Jumpa
Yeah, I thought he was.
actually
I thought he was
rolled
gonna
out
jump
from
to try to
the
finish.
Powwow. Had he realized which direction that Jumpa had originally been headed, he might have been able to just kill him with the
Damn.
Ragnarok
I fucked
damage
up. Yeah, I
straight
fucked up. I remember calling it there. I was like, yo, I fucked up. I fucked
Stunned,
up. That was my
but
fault. I should have been
Layers
dead.
able to get out through that turtle
Then he
form.
stole back. I was like, oh, you stole his back.
Make
That's
it
fine.
back
That's
towards
dodgy ult.
safety,
Look
but
Look at how
very
much you guys are
crucial
up
that
without
Jumpa
first
was
blood.
able to survive there in the jungle.
Yeah, I know.
No
We just farm
first
better. We
blood
just
right
farm
now.
better than them and pressure harder than them.
Closer to that mid
Almost up
phase,
a K.
out of this laning phase,
Pretty close.
where Astral has been able to out-rotate you.
I think like my comms were too loud. Like I heard them really loud compared to the game, and so I couldn't hear some of the things in game.
Got to be the only thing on Flashpoint's mind right
But Griffin's up. Griffin's up 2 levels on
Things
this
are definitely
Medusa.
even
Holy
so far
shit.
between the two teams. Mild goal lead in favor of Astral Authority.
Like, we
just
farm the
more
map so much better because
more
one
efficient
thing that
farming
McCoy
out
does,
of
he
their
leeches
team,
so hard
but
from his team,
Jumpa
and I do
still
a lot of
not
the things where I go to back
picking up
camps,
that
like look I'm doing
easily.
right now, or
This
I was going
dodgy
to.
pickup is
Mhm.
And like
really risky
and
in
then
the
so I
early
leave
game,
Griffin
though,
to
because
farm a
Willie
lot
mentioned
most of the time. I
earlier,
leave
with
Griffin
only
to
Layers
just solo
being,
farm a lot of the
the
games.
most susceptible member to that Powwow ultimate.
Not sure
I
risky.
think Jumpa will have some issues with his own positioning in this match.
Yeah, Rama that's ahead. Scary. Can't even fight him in lane.
That it gives you that option to blink out once
I
you
think
get
he built
back down,
Ichabod too.
I did a nasty juke on
and stay out
Crimson.
of combat. So without that option, there, ironically, there might not be
you can
as
kinda
much
hear it.
safety. Jump will have to be very careful.
If they're really loud CR.
Trickster spirits and where he lands
Oh yeah, he
on the
did.
back end
I
of those
saw it.
powwows to make sure he's not the one that ends up getting punished or caught out by
Bronic
Chapo
was
or Veronica.
really on point with portals.
Yeah,
Every
he
Giannis
was.
game he played,
He was,
they
he was.
were game changing.
Oh yeah, I was like I caught the Koi's, but we didn't have any damage.
is good on the Matt.
Erlang wasn't there.
Vortex follow-up is not. Now Chapo is vulnerable. If he gets hit by the powwow, he's certainly getting pulled
He hit a big
in.
ult there, too.
Certainly has been. That's going to be the first blood
Oh, he missed the clap.
I called layers, and I told layers, I was like, yo, like, just group 3v3. Like, we need to start pressuring together. Because Koi should have been in there if layers was there, but I think he was, I don't know, he was doing the left side. Like, yo, jump it. Rana gets out, that was really good. I was like, that's fine, it's stalemate.
National Authority were just expecting that to go a little bit smoother.
What is Keeks doing, bro? That man is so questionable. He played so bad this set. Oh, yeah, you can fight this. That's this bomb, flame wave. I feel like Lair should go on that. Get in the air.
I think Griffin missed like one. I thought he was gonna try to snipe Koi's. I think he tries to snipe Keegs.
If he was there with a pin, if they coordinated pin and ult, they could have killed Keegs.
And finally, a nice clean fight.
And, oh yeah, Bronic calls his gold, I think. Or did I call it? I forgot who called it. You remember?
I think one of you. I think because they all back.
Yeah, I know.
I think
we called it all back.
Yeah. Right away. It seemed like he was giving up.
Or you saw him in the mid wave, and then you're like, oh, commit.
Yeah.
Flashpoint had the back, and at 9 minutes, the first gold Fury is going to go down in favor of Astral Authority.
And that has to be a bit of
once you guys saw Krim on the mid wave, it wasn't like a pull for bait or just to check.
Burn.
Exactly. It was burn. They had no vision.
As they recognize no one else was around, so that puts the gold right back in their favor.
Delny and Wolf still doing the same old soul inner thing that you'd expect to see.
Fucking Wolves, dude.
Again, this matchup just
playing Geb solo, man.
Oh, man.
Kuzumbo and Geb, neither side.
I'm happy for
I picked up Ani's right away because I was like, the dodgy, like, yeah, she does decent damage, but the Agni bombs.
Yeah, the Agni. Dude, do you see the build he has? If you didn't have that, you just would have kept dying. Every time he looks at you, you would have died.
Yeah. There's going to be 2 or 3 members close in the vicinity.
The Agni build crushes early.
Throughout the set, 2-1 now with a chance to take themselves into the.
I think just talking, Bisgy.
The entire tournament right here, but
what are your base procs? I think your base procs, like before the boots proc, are like 40 right there. So he would have been doing true damage too, or close to it. I thought you juked that, but.
I know he was going for it, so I was just like, I knew I was in trouble, but I was like, oh, I'm fine. After he knocked him out, I was fine.
Yeah, that was a huge taunt by Lairs.
Because if he got more damage off of me, the chain would have killed me.
Yeah, you would have died.
Why do console mids go starter? What do you mean console mids? It's because it's a good start. Starters are good. There's different mid builds that you do. You could do mid. You can do Look at Thoth, or you could do part 2 of the spear, first part of spear, or there's a bunch of different builds.
Yeah, some you could go Bancroft's tier 2, but that's
they
only.
can hear them if they're already loud. Yeah, you can hear them like in the stage. Yeah, I was like, yo, invade blue.
If it was any other Guardian, but
did he get it? That's perfect.
I don't think we're gonna have a chance to break into it just yet.
Yeah, look at Wolf's Wards.
Forced to retreat, successful invade between
Wolf's Wards are good there.
And getting back to what I was just.
Yeah, what's up, Killen? Yeah, I fell behind because I died once, and then I got pressured out that last time, so I was like, I had to play chill. And Janice, I mean, Bronic was out like clearing waves and backs a lot, so I was like, oh, that's fine though. I think that goal 3 gave me enough goals to just chill.
Has those cleanses with the Geb shield. He has so much peel. The Cataclysm even going to be able to put in some solid damage. You've also got that knockup that Geb can utilize to his advantages. It's just so hard.
Oni is great because of health and percentage mitigations, help against Fizz damage, and damage pros obviously help against magic. Oh yeah, of course, but if they don't have an Agni that's ahead and I'm not behind, I'd probably go soft.
Yeah, especially because of Dodgy and the Hunter.
Agni Terra, I knew were going to be doing the most damage to me.
Yeah, Terra ult swings, even if she supports, that ult swings.
Yep. I feel like it's just going to be slowly meaningless the closer we get to Wolves being a big part of these.
What mids will you build Top on first instead of Pen first? I think like on Scylla, maybe Rajin. It depends. On Rajin, I still like Spear too.
Oh, Scylla for sure.
Yeah, Scylla you go book for
that
sure.
God.
Let me see what other mids you played. Pwash. Pwash didn't do it right. They were just using Soul Reaver.
Nah, you can't go book. Like if you do that, you just have no mana. Like you lose all your mana like wave 3 or level 3. I meant.
Yeah. Because you need to use 3 abilities to clear.
Exactly.
After a while. Oh yeah, I was like, yo, forces dash. There he forces it. Go for the stun. He doesn't blow beats. He's smart. And I had to ult him to get beats. I could have ulted, but I don't know. Oh, I remember. No, Griffin was yelling here. I was like, we can go on him. That's beats. Oh, jump. I'm yelling jumper right now this whole time. Like, free, nice. Stone cutting over Crusher. Depends on the character.
Try and utilize the Trickster Spirit for an escape, and not only
God damn these commercials, bro.
Dude, you guys all turned around. So, if Griffin didn't communicate that he needed you guys, he would have killed Agni for sure.
But he was yelling. He was yelling. I know. I could hear, like, I'm really good with Griffin. When I hear his tone, I can tell how important it is.
Blinked right out in front of him. So
Griffin and Veronica are really good about that. Like, if off their tone, I know whether they're in trouble or not.
Yep, you guys all turned around, killed Dodgy.
Griffin's like, Griffin goes, Dodgy, Dodgy. No, like, literally, you see me fucking 360, 180 when I off the Agni.
Yeah, you guys all turned around.
Wolves is owning fucking Delny. Let's go. I love it, dude.
Wolves. One more time, though, gonna make his way back over to the
I love how he just rolled out to him for poke, bro.
Wolves has been waiting to play that guy
bro. Look at him.
For
29
so
damage. Look, more poke.
Wait, 29 in auto? Oh, that's big autos.
Yeah, look at him, bro. Don't let him clear the way. What a fucking god.
Threat to one another, so they'll just trade out a little bit of a few blows. Astral not going to be able to be here for the red buff invade, a strategy they were able to use very well.
Yeah, right here I was like, we're just chilling right now. Like, we need to play chill. That was a good kill for me. It got me back in the game.
Dude, how do you gank? How do you gank a Geb? There's no possibility. You just might as well go gank another lane.
Yep. Especially as Dodgy, you do fucking shit damage.
You're not even gonna hurt him.
Because Jumbo was just spotted out by minions, so he's got more than enough time to bring down those back harpies. Not only that, but he's also forcing Delaney to pull away from his T1 tower. All of that damage that's happened against that solo T1.
I wouldn't go on Chronos book. You're talking about book?
Chapo lurking around the jungle. He jumps forward. He doesn't want Koi's. He wants
I don't think it's that good on him. He needs like other items.
He missed all the dodgy ults.
From Astral all game long, and Jumpa's not been able to hit home.
I was giving him the sauce a lot with those dodgy ults.
I was good. You forced his ult. You were doing that a lot.
Yeah, I was just trying to grab his beads, but he had a good. I know he didn't have beads, so like that's why he ulted prematurely. Because I got him at the last one.
But of course, that's just something we'll have to ask the players later on, because there is a little bit of player preference involved. I know Inbound.
Well, you could go book a Thaw and Book of the Dead on Chronos, but you only have like 17, I think 70 health. If you don't build any health.
Soul Reaver's just broken. Yeah, Soul Reaver's really too strong of an item right now, in my opinion. And like this is going good for us. One, like I was thinking as Fenrir, I was like, damn, dude, like I want to aggress because like you know I'm Fenrir, but I was thinking like, damn, we have a Geb. Like we're gonna as soon as Geb comes over. I remember Ronnie called out. He's like, as soon as Geb starts coming over, these fights are gonna get way easier. I was like, yeah, you're right. And we have Janice mid game too compared to the Agni. I was like, yeah, you're right, you're right. We could just either way, Fenrir's not bad.
Might have been looking towards that Gold Fury, but pressure in the mid lane onto Crimson. No beats so far for Chapo. He does eat a little bit of his dot damage though, out of that flame path. Pretty dangerous stuff here to mess with Crimson too when Chapo's 4 levels underneath him.
But very brave from Crimson to hold on. He didn't feel
That's crazy. Support Fenrir doing that much.
In that situation, so Chapo not quite achieving what they needed
base stats
from this Finver support early on. But
yeah, I haven't been able to like set the pace because everybody's playing really defensive.
You have to be feeling good about Flashpoint. They're gonna have a ton of control in these fights between Koi.
Yeah, no one wanted to make a mistake or fight this game. This game was like really important.
Like I was looking for it all the time, but I just couldn't. I didn't find an opportunity to jump on anyone. Because like if I ult Terra like and she doesn't die right away, then I get dodgy ult. Dude, I love juking these nerds. So much fun. I called it to bait gold because Geb was rotating. He said he was rotating under, and I was like, we could pull it, just pull it.
Neither side has really felt all that comfortable. It was just that first Gold Fury that I think really broke things open for Astral.
How do you determine if a god is early, mid, or late? I mean, it's the way you build and just the character's abilities, how they scale.
Wait, did Wolves roll over? He rolled over.
Yeah, he rolled over
and he TP'd in mid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and Brownie called that the TP that is a W right now. Like, and I told Layers to go farm left, and we just stalemate at gold. But it was our fault because they go on gold because they see Layers, and I think it was kind of our fault because like I wanted to defend it like with Janice ult, but like I don't know, we didn't really do it the way I wanted. I was like, yo, they're on it. I'm like, just keep pushing left, just keep pushing left. We're fine. He's like, are you sure you're gonna come over? I was like, no, just keep pushing. I'm like, but we need to defend this. He gets a big ult, like there's no Janice, good beats. Keeks ult, they go on me, and I just got fucking whomped. But we get get tier 2 for gold. They get both of us here, and then he takes back camps, and I was like, I wanted him to go back to left. I was like, yo, just go back left, bro.
Too much from the front line without any sort of follow-up, and that means
Wait, how'd Wolves get pulled? I thought he was gold. I guess it hit right before.
Yeah, I think he shielded him before.
Flashpoint to try and bring down this Gold Fury.
And Gold Fury certainly will be there.
Yeah, but
this is a good trade.
Yeah, it's a good trade. Tier 2 for gold after 18 minutes is 100% worth.
You guys were up 3K here. I think they lower it to 2K or lower it to 1K.
Yeah, no, right now we're 1.5 with tier 2. I think it goes back up to.
Yeah, it goes back up
This is
too.
even better though. Layers,
Yeah,
there's a
3K.
reason why
We're
that
up
fight
3.
seems so one-sided. He wasn't even there. He was
So it's
pretty
back.
much on
It's
the
as if
opposite
gold
side of the
wasn't
map,
even
and that's
done.
Yeah,
split
what
push
should have
did
happened
not
was
even
I
go
should have
time
engaged,
because
and then there
despite
should have been a
losing the
Genesol
Gold
for me to
Fury,
get out or
and that
something,
all
and then
that
I
push
live
would
with
have
Geb
been
shield.
normally would have
Well,
been
like
an
we
NBA
like
dual
committed a
side,
little bit too
but
hard,
he
and the
brings
Genesol
it
was kind
right
of late,
back again
so like
by
we
taking
couldn't,
down the
and I died
T2,
pretty quick there because I
brings
was
back the gold lead
I didn't have
for
Sav.
Astral Authority as well. And I'd rather have a
Yeah.
T2 over a Gold Fury because having that part of the map wide open means that there's no escape route there.
Yeah, the burst for Jan, it helps Janet's burst because Janet's burst is pretty trash mid game, and that Soul Gem brings it back. And yeah, and the stats on the item are pretty inflated.
Right now he's got full CDR, 3 items,
Yeah.
10, 10, 10.
No, he's overcapped. But
Is
it's
he?
okay. Yeah, he is.
Wait, is
Soul
Spirit
Gem.
S okay?
Yeah, he has 50%. Soul Gem 10, cooldown 10, Spirit Vessel. Am I there right now?
Yeah, no, it's 40.
I am there.
It's
Why did I
410.
think 10, 10, 10?
You probably thought Spirit Deso was 20 because it used to be 20, 10.
I
I
guess
don't
Spirit
know.
Deso a lot. 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was. I think he might get another item that overcaps him. I don't remember. I think he gets slowly rafted. I don't know.
We see all the time in these elimination games, the clinching games, where teams start to slow things down.
I can't believe, to be honest, too, that thing hits for like a grand late game.
Yeah, and we played really smart here with the dodgy. I was like, we knew he was on left, and we're just like, yo, Ron, we'll just play really, really safe.
Yeah, look at our vision.
Yeah, I'm
He
like, yeah,
stepped right
he's
over
literally
it.
all over our wards right now. I kept trying to counter this ward, but they didn't, like, we didn't really come to help me.
For their team, but
They used
Oh,
2
yeah.
bombs, so I was like, okay, I can still get this ward. But they go back on me because I know I have no jump. They rooted me, and I literally went to commit on ult. But then Jumpa got poked for it. Oh my god, he got so sauce. I'm like, yo, oh, it's pretty good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Oh, right here, I call that Janice hits a big ult. Watch this. Before he hits it, I literally call it because I saw him on the ward and where he was shooting it. I saw them all group on wolves. I was like, yo, it's gonna be a big ult. It's gonna be a big ult. Big ult. Big ult. Big ult. Big ult. Right here. I knew it was a big ult. Literally just wiped them.
Look, they all grouped up. Dylan or down the Kuzma pushed Wolves into 4 people. That was a 4-man Gebo. Holy.
Now, I went to zone. After I zoned them, I knew it to go back on zone, even though he was probably dead either way. And then Medusa tries coming from behind. It was actually a good call because, like, him going on us, like, I don't know, I didn't expect. I thought he'd back.
Into the through space in time.
I think we were really late on the calls to go behind him. Like, we were really late on helping. Like, we should go Medusa.
This is a good play by Keegs and Jumpa to pick Griff like that.
Look at his backstep that I did on Agni. I fucking sauced him.
Great defense from FP on the order side as they managed to defend their tier 2 in mid.
Definitely was not expecting Astral Authority to be met with such an
The Jumpa's a god.
Keegsmate is
I don't know about
here
that.
to deliver. He is not looking to go down in 3-1.
I think Jumpa's like probably like top 5 jungle
how much tension there is between these two
on
teams.
box.
Well, look how much power he has in the build.
But, like,
Transcendence
I don't
is
know.
now finished into the Blood Forge right after the
Chapo, can you take your cam off to just to see buffs, health, etc.?
In the game, so Flashpoint
Buffs,
have
health.
a ton of damage coming out from their hunter from the Medusa.
Oh
and the
yeah,
Hunter
it kind of
role.
covers
And I
it.
think that's why we saw
Like
Griffin
anything
evaporate
below
while
Wolves.
near that tier 2 tower.
Oh, you want to
Gotta
lower
have a little bit more
my
respect
camera?
for Keys' itemization choices.
Oh.
The second that you see that Blood
That's up to
Forge,
you.
you've
Then you'd
gotta
cover,
know
like,
a
the
little bit
player
better than
cam.
to get
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna
too
leave it like
close,
that.
to get
Yeah.
bitten, and
Oh, that looks better.
that's the thing. Keegsmate is someone who knows how to land his skill shots.
He absolutely does.
I can't move it,
Pyromancer's now
though.
the one that's under siege, and it's
Is there even a team that can come close to Astral? No. If I stay on box, I don't think any team will beat us for the next year.
Coming out from Wolves, and he's able to fall back as well, and that should be all she wrote. Though Chapo
Let me
could be
see.
a little bit of trouble with Koi's, Delny, Crimson, and the whole
I
team
cannot
right
wait
here
to see
looking
some of
nearby.
these
They wanna
fights once
bully
you
down
finish
the tier 1
Lonos.
tower, and they have the
They're gonna see how
opportunity.
nuts that
Yeah,
item
they
is.
use a lot of poke. I know they group for this, and I was like, oh, we can still kind of chase. We could chase this.
So Tower for tower, a little bit of a response.
I can't move it top left, guys. Oh, top left? Wait, what do you want me to move?
Flashpoint, if you ask me, because
oh, you talking about my camera? I can't move my camera. I have to do it through stream elements.
Could have been a little bit of a mental blow yet again, especially since game 3 was so dominating for Astral.
I mean, I could take off my camera, but
of course, Flashpoint never wants to be counted out. They are looking to answer back every way possible.
And you said it up here after that game 3 where it looked.
What made you want to play console? I thought you stayed away because there wasn't enough money in it. No, I got away from SML because there's not enough money in it. Xbox, they put a ton of money into Xbox. Fucking
Does this make you want to reset?
There's a ton of money. They put a ton of money on Xbox.
Dude,
I left SML because there was no money. They literally giving us gems. What is Lonos? It's an item.
Showing up, Flashpoint don't actually want the fight. They wanted to steal, and they'll find nothing.
Yeah, the item's nuts. When you get it, you do 20% or 20% less damage.
And yeah, you heal less, but you take more damage.
You take 20% less damage. You don't even. It's basically like having Spirit Robe at least proc.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The right targets. The second that Wolves shields any single member of Astral Authority, whether it's
I call this I call him. Yo, he's free. What the fuck are they doing? I think they didn't expect all of us. They had no vision. And I jump, get the stun, and I ult him. He has no beads. I mean, he has beads. Brutalize. You kill him right away. Literally took 0 damage. I get shield. And then this is a horrible fight for them. They get here already. Dodgy's free. I get a big stun here. I use the portal for movement speed, and then Erlang gets a big knockup. He gets a huge knockup here. And I get a double stun into that. And we kill Jumper right away.
2-for-0 exchange so far in Astral Authority's favor, and this is everything that Astral Authority wanted because now they can bring down the final standing T1 tower over here in duo.
Yeah, I think tier one then gold.
Only one left here to play defense is Crimson.
They're possibly play PC next season. I don't know what's gonna happen with Hi-Rez. When Hi-Rez announces money, and then I'll figure it out. I need to piss. What I prefer is that they give more money to console, that they give more of the same amount of money to console, and then I play with this team again.
They still have a chance.
Can you believe we made more money than Rival?
Will certainly be under siege, but what a big fight.
Really?
Yeah. Chapo rather jumping in on the left
side. Hi-Rez prizes was 500K first place. I mean, like 5 something for first place on PC, and the second one was 1 something.
And that's just not acceptable here. So Astral Authority.
So 20K fight? What the heck?
20 something.
It was probably 120, well, maybe 125 or 120, or it was just 100 flat.
No, I think it was 1 something. Like 120 or something, and they literally made like 20 something a player.
Oh my goodness.
He actually gets the petrify and even finds
people are like fried. They're like, oh, why you play Xbox? Bro, what the fuck? You made way more money than every PC team.
In terms of keeping him alive, and he ends up taking a spill, and without all that damage.
But that's because the PC players wanted it like that. They said that they want first place to be like super a ton of money, and then everything else less. Like everybody agreed, they agreed on it.
Yeah, because then it makes like the grind for first
a lot,
super competitive.
Yeah.
And that's why they're starting this push into the fire giant. They want to force Flashpoint to a
I called to go on Delny, but he fucking the Thorns destroyed Griffin.
Yeah, he had double lifesteal too.
Yeah.
Look, even with double lifesteal, look at his health.
Yeah, I know he got destroyed. I called to chill after this. I was like, everyone just back, just make sure they don't do fire. Because we lost, like we used both ultis for that, so like I didn't want to fight. And then they overextend and try to push. Griffin yells at this. Griffin really makes a good call here. I kind of stay around, and then Griffin goes over. He's like, yo, they're still here. Like they're just trying to push this. I'm like, yo, this is bad. And then we knew he was TPing back. We're like, yo, this is good. This is good. I was like, yo, force their dash. Wolves, force their dash. And as soon as they force both dashes, he blinks. He blinks on him. After both dashes out, pin gets beats, and goes past them. I go on Keegs, and he solos Agni. The Janus will hit both of them, but they were both ages.
If they weren't both ages,
yeah, we win the game on that. Yeah.
That would have killed both of them.
Yeah. And then I yell at the team to go on Dodgy. I was like, yo, jump. These guys literally were like, yo, fuck you. I was like, yo, guys, just get jump up. And then they finally turn around.
They wanted to kill Kuzumbo so bad.
I know. I think we kill Jumpo there, we get free fire. But either way, I don't think it changes what we do in objectives. The fact that there were 3 dead and we all lived, it was perfect.
And remember, this is all opened up by layers.
What was SEL prize money? It was 300. First place 200. What's a hard carry for mid? I don't know. Evo?
I think you do it. Janus too.
First place is 200. Yeah, Janus, I mean, it depends like on the comp.
I mean, the way
Yeah,
these last
Rajan.
couple of team fights
Second place for
Rajan.
Xbox, I don't know, very
I'm
little.
not sure Flashpoint are feeling all
I think it
that
was like,
comfortable right now.
oh yeah, this bait was literally my best call, one of my best calls.
Chapo actually called this. I was right behind him. He said, bait this, everything. He literally said, use everything.
Yeah, use
right
everything.
now.
I was yelling, use everything. Let's see if you can see my face.
He was screaming it.
That vein on my forehead was coming out. I was like,
You were full on yelling.
because if I don't ever use everything, I feel like we don't blow him up off my ult. Like I think
He gets out.
yeah, he gets out, and then we can't
He's
get free
too like
fire.
slippery.
Yeah. Let me go. I'm baiting him. I'm baiting him. I still bait him really far. Stun him ult.
Dude, and his thorns were down.
Yeah.
So this was the best play. This was hands down. The game
Doesn't even
changer.
get a chance to proc that watery grave. He's already
I was telling Wolves, get out, 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 get out.
On a world's final stage, where you take the bait, chasing the team back into the jungle.
That's a huge pick. That's free
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. We get Pyro, and then I say back, Janus ult back. Everyone back, everyone back.
On the solo lane side, and now firmly the game in control.
I think that, look, Koi's checks it. He knows we backed, but then we ult right back. So then they don't expect it.
And here's the problem.
They were
That
confused.
point
They were like,
just
wait,
gave
why did they
Nate
just back?
Fishkick
Yeah,
onto
why'd
the
they all
fire.
back?
But they're
Yeah.
using
And
good
then
space time
Giannis
to
ult,
get
and they're like,
back.
Look how
oh.
fast you are. Fire portal and
So they're
Janus
gonna
ult.
go straight onto
You
this
guys all
objective
came through that, and
immediately.
Giannis 3. You guys were flying.
We literally got back there in 5 seconds.
All set long, and Flashpoint don't have a way back into the pit. What a great call.
I don't even think they were expecting that.
Yeah. Flashpoint one more time and grab the objective for themselves, and they still have a couple tier 2 towers to grab and to more gold to add. This lead's not big enough.
It's pretty cool. Like the
Yo,
little,
thank you, Stickbug. Appreciate that, man.
For Flashpoint, can we really pull this off?
It's
The
mini
mental
meta that
aspect of what
formed
we
was
really have to
Yeah,
start
the-
doing
really
for some
cool.
of these
The,
players.
yeah, the
A
Janus.
year of struggles, Taco, ups and
oh,
downs.
you got Lonos
The
now.
console format's
Yeah,
gone
Lonos
Wait
well.
till
makes it
people
one
see
of
it.
them. Yeah, I literally never, I was like, well, I actually like lived off Gap Shield and portals in these fights. They were so good.
Up against Astral Authority, who up to this point have looked unstoppable.
But we keep switching through player cams, and
Where he comes with my coach.
On the side of
The coach for
Jump was
the
first
that was
time I've
behind
seen
us
anybody's mouth even start to
in
move.
the games.
At this
Visions.
point, you gotta hope the communication's still there from Flashpoint. That's the only way they're gonna be able to find a chance to stay in this game up against Astral. They have such a tremendous advantage in every relevant metric, though it looks like they have put on the brakes, at least for now. They've backed, they're spending their gold, finishing
Wolves is so tanky with that build. Oh my goodness.
He takes a lot of damage from Bird. And one of these
Yeah.
He's still putting out relevant damage, but also not going to be easy.
He got rid of cooldown boots for tank boots, and he still has full CDR because of the power pot.
Yeah.
Then Chapo and Wolves will be able to have free reign everywhere
More
else.
prods.
And that seems to be the strategy that works out best because Boronic.
I don't think I've ever seen Wolves build bad.
To just think about where
He's pretty good
wants
about
to
his build. I
place
like
this
his
through
builds.
space and times. Because
Even though he doesn't
sometimes
talk,
they've been very
like he's
strategic in their
fucking.
utilization.
His builds are really
He's
smart.
insane.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all I gotta
Make
say.
sure that the space and time help them
The only
out
thing
with,
he
but
does a little bit sometimes is
also
he
the
goes really
damage
deep.
is sure to have
That's
built
the
up
only
by this
complaint
stage because he's
I have
practically
about Wolves. I
built
think he just owns an area.
Tier tower
I've always
falling
wanted him
down,
as my
Taco.
solo
Big
laner for the
tier
past like when I
one.
played box.
Gonna be the next, or
But
mid
he
tier
never,
rather, gonna be the
he
call on
never
our
like
side.
it was never
Looks like
lining
Flashpoint at
up.
least want to be nearby for the defense.
We
Did
had
he play
Astral-
like
Certainly risky if they go for
2
an
worlds
actual
ago?
defense
Did he
on this
play
tier
the?
two.
Yeah, he played.
He did.
It was a
Oh
cloud.
my
I was like,
goodness.
bro, get out of that cloud team and come join a real team, bro. I literally would farm if you were my solo.
Oh
yeah, I took portal and we poked him really hard. I was like, yo, just focus bird, don't dive, don't dive, don't dive.
Same thing for Jumpa. Couldn't
And then we put our Lang mid, so Jumpa has to go.
But now Layers knows he's free to push in on the mid wave.
And he gets pretty good damage.
On the left-hand side.
No surprise, we saw the
I'm pretty sure I
full
called
decommit
layers.
from Flashpoint on the left-hand side. They could not stay in that fight, but Chapo wants the fight to keep going. Stun lands on
I
Delhi.
take
He
no
wants
damage.
keys,
Look at
but
this.
finds nothing.
Look,
The team doesn't
this
get
this
much
is why
damage
this
off the
item's
Phoenix, and they'll
nuts.
fall
This man's
down
getting
now.
hit by
But they're ready
abilities
to
left and
resurge
right.
back in.
He's gonna
And
auto
Wolves
for
slowly
100.
walking
Medusa
out.
was
Focus,
hitting
focus
back.
bird here.
Zach
It's Medusa.
Phoenix
I
has
call back
already
up,
been brought
and then
incredibly
Griffin
low,
yells
but the
dodgy.
Lincoln Jumpa immediately countered by Layers with the knockup. They don't get the
He
goes for
the
That fight
snipes.
looks strong, and Griffin wants the snipe.
Chapo,
but
did you see
that?
Jumpa lives.
What?
Jumpa just a little bit too
He was
swift with
autoing
that speed
Wolves
buff
harder
dodge.
than he was
She able
autoing
to
you,
get
and
on
Wolves
out of
is
there, but that doesn't
way more
the rest of
tankier
his
than
team
you.
is safe
Yeah.
and
The
sound,
Wolves
are
and
nuts.
neither is that left-hand
Oni's
Phoenix
too.
because
I have
that's
full.
gonna
I have
end up
40%
falling.
mitigation.
Second fire
50%
burst
That's
mitigation,
crazy.
actually.
Yeah, inch by inch,
Holy.
slowly,
Guard boots,
bit
Onis,
by
and
bit, Astral are clawing their way towards that
and,
trophy, clawing their way towards the
Lonos.
title, and being
He was hitting
the
him for
world's best tier on
136. He was hitting
console.
you for
Right now for
106.
Astral Authority and Flashpoint, the only thing standing in their way. They've got two
That's
more
pretty
Phoenixes.
wild.
And look at the right side. This is the one that's already been weakened, and Astral want to come right
Yeah,
back
we were
over it.
look look how clean we are about this disengage. I was coming through I came through middle, and like I just sit there and they all looking at me like they're all shitting bricks, but I'm just there, even though I do 0 damage. Like right here, look, they're on me. Look, all 3 of them on me right here. All their carries. And just hit the bird, hit the bird. I got that GPs there. Here, if I get pulled in, I'm in trouble, but I juke all his shots.
But they do force them back right up onto the power from Jumpa, but he gets no one with the pull.
I'm like, be careful, wolves, careful, wolves, careful, wolves. We can't get in. He gave him a portal too. And Layers takes it. What a crackhead. Layers is a crackhead for wolves. Yeah. Oh, here I call. I'm like, yo, why are you guys middle? Like, I was actually pretty frustrated with the team here. Even Bronic got frustrated. I was like, yo, why are we mid there? We should just be right. It's a weekend Phoenix. They have minions. Look how many minions are going to their base right now. If we were all right, it'd be a free Phoenix.
Yeah. Layers at the end of the game, he said, I was so focused on winning that I don't remember what I was doing over there.
We used Gap Shield there, so I was like, oh, this wave, I think we call for fire. Let's just get fire. Yeah, because if they messed up on that. I'm gonna take a piss. Fucking
Does this make you want a Reese's?
Yeah, another one. All right.
Oh, how about this? Okay, we'll stop. Just kidding. We're not gonna
I've seen
stop.
this ad so many times.
Not sorry.
Reese's ad.
Reese's.
I feel like I know it by heart.
Play it safe over sorry, so they're gonna fall back for now since the Fire Giant buff just wore off.
This is their chance to fall back, and they're going to wait more and more time. Let's see if Delny wants to bite for the bait. Once again, it's Crimson who's nearby, but I think he recognizes that this could potentially be death for him. Jumpa is nearby, though, so it's not just one this time as Chapo jumps in but can't find him.
All right, since Chapo's not here, he was like, he was basically in comm saying bait this corner, and I don't think he knew Jumpa saw him, because Krim was about to walk up to clear that wave. If Krim walked up, that was a dead Agni. That Agni would have been in a coffin. Would have been deceased. So they didn't get anything from that. Now they're doing portal.
What's a hard secret.g? I don't know. That's a shit. He builds really bad. I don't know. Jumpa's builds are really, really bad. He built on that Pele game when they were behind. He built Void and Bubble. Boots, Void, Bubble. I was like, bro, you're building like you already lost.
Wait, the Pele game?
Yeah, like I understand you're being not once. Like he's behind, right? He's super behind. Like you can't build that.
Oh yeah.
Void Bubble, you literally don't do anything, even if you find an opportunity.
The problem for Flashpoint is just that
Layers called him out. He's like, yo, are you guys seeing this build? He does no damage. I was like, you're right. He does no damage, dude. What up, Caliber?
For Flashpoint,
Layers messes up here too. He gets picked. And we're
yeah,
like,
this is 2 scenarios.
Yeah, Layers had bad. He called himself out, but that's all that matters. You know, he called himself out. Like, yo, I fucked up. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We'll just wait for you to spawn and we'll siege. Just make sure we play smart. I'm pretty sure I slapped the table here after. Like, get her shit. We gotta play clean.
They're right back here with Fire Giant on everyone.
Layers like, you're right. Let's get it.
Tournament lives on the line. Have to find
and
a way to
I remember Layers.
I'll
talk about it as it happens.
Not let them break through these defenses and find a way in.
We just needed to go in when I talked about it. I was like, oh, don't go in this way because their right Phoenix is gonna have a huge fire wave, so they're gonna have to make a decision. He's like, okay. So then I was like, all right, this next wave that's coming, we're gonna siege. They're gonna lose Phoenix. They're losing Phoenix here, 100%.
And execute them appropriately. One wave of fire minions already starting to go in.
So Agni, as soon as Agni rotates and it shows we that's perfect time because now I'm in their base. I jump on Jumpa.
But that means go for Astral Authority.
Yeah, that was all Chapo needed to see to start looking for Jumpa on the left-hand side.
I got Agni beats too.
And keep him busy. Petrify coming through, but no stuns.
Oh, he pulls me here, but I asked for I yell at the team for help. I got Geb Shield, and there it is. And I'm still in the back line. I've been in the back line forever. And then big snipes. We all use portals out, and then we heal with fire.
And all the while, Astral Authority still.
Like, that was so clean. I'm like so happy about watching that. And then Wolves calls, yo, I get TP back. I was like, all right, let's just TP. And then Griffin's gonna go lifesteal off backs.
Yeah, you said let's heal. Let's wait to heal up. He's gonna TP back.
Yeah, and then Layers gets picked, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's where.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why Layers. Where was he going?
I don't know.
Layers
has a bad tendency to go farm back camps at like 36, like late in the game, instead of pushing waves. I think he was just going. I don't know where he was going. Yeah, I said it was a 4v4. Like we could still siege, but then like it didn't go too well here. I think Griffin took a lot of damage.
right now.
Oh no, I think we get the bird. Oh yeah, jump on
Yeah,
Agni, he has no beads, forces dash. Medusa dashes on me, and then we get bird. I made them all go, and then we get bird. And then I say they just all reset and then wait for layers to go for mid.
Oh, you got their sprint? I didn't even notice that you got their sprint. I don't even think you guys called that out.
No, I didn't call that out. I didn't call a sprint. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I just saw it now. I didn't even see that watching. I was right behind you guys.
I had Mantle there too, so there was no one else. I'm literally so full-blown tanky right now.
Let me see. Hold on, I gotta close
The only
this.
thing I could get better was Spirit Robe. Oh, look at me yelling. That's when I said let's play clean. Let me see if I can grab that again. 47.
I think you were at maybe 230, 230 fizz.
Look at my face on the bottom right. How mad I get yelled.
I'm watching.
I don't get mad. I'm not mad. I'm just like yelling at our team to play.
You're getting hyped. Yeah, you're hyping them up.
With those two Phoenixes,
Dude, being on that stage
I slapped the table.
Yeah, you full on shook whatever was on there. It like slammed down. I'm telling you. I wasn't looking at looking at Vinny's face or anybody that was like adminning the match, but they were probably like, whoa,
like, oh, shit.
Take it easy.
Why is man slapping shit?
They continue to survive, taking these smaller wounds over and over again. The question.
Yo, thank you, Stickbug. Appreciate it. Thank you, Bobby.
And 30 seconds here into this.
So that was our last mistake. We made like 5 mistakes at Worlds, 5 or 6.
They were really tiny.
Yeah, they were really tiny, but.
Still,
we siege really well. Our siege, like, the one thing that we're doing better in scrims, like, we literally fix it up beautifully. I was so happy about that.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I think scrimming elevate made everything like fall into place. They like lit a flame.
Yep.
I wanted to shout them out, but I stink at interviews.
We get Agni Aegis, dodgy beats, and then oh yeah, they pull nothing. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Let's just heal. Let's just heal. Wolves keeps tanking. Wolves is taking so much damage.
Oh yeah, look at that. 267 Phoenix shot. That's like 8 shots.
Yep. And I get low. Yeah, we get Jumpa, and then we have to. I think we have to get one more fire because it runs out. Yeah, Wolf should have switched that. Like around like 50% health, he should have switched.
I think he was so focused on what was happening in front of him, he actually didn't notice his health bar. That's rare from Wolves.
Yeah, I agree.
I
was like, we can siege still, like just pushing waves, we can 4v4, but then I think I give up. I think I'm like, yo, let's just get fire. I think I just call it to get fire.
Yeah, because I think there was, let me see the map. I think you guys had 10 seconds or 20 seconds.
No, it's Bonnie. We don't have it anymore.
But for now, Astral.
We don't have any more. I was like, yeah, we can just get fire. It's fine. I was like, all right, now we have all Phoenixes down because I felt like, you know, it's taking a while to end. I was like, we keep dying. One person just keeps getting picked. And then so I was like, all right, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's just go together, play clean, like come back when you have low health. We need to sustain with Fire Giant. Let's go.
That Phoenix has already been exposed 2 times, and I'm sure that.
And then Layers dies in that first fight. Like early, but he yells that they used everything on him. Like he made it.
They used 3 bombs. They used, I think, Blink Dodgy. Like they actually hit that man with everything, and because of that, you guys just completely wiped.
Yeah, because Layers doesn't really usually ever make that call, but when he said it, I felt it. Like I felt that they really used outlines. Yeah, he screamed it. Yeah, he's like, they used everything on me. I was like, okay, they used everything on this man. I think we can win this fight still. And then we got to kill. Brownie popped off with the collapse.
They are very close right now to be
his Janus gameplay was crazy. Yeah, he didn't play it. He didn't play it like Krim. He was just portaling everybody on the team. He was like more utility. Honest.
Yeah, Crimson played more like just I want to kill, just kill.
Yeah.
Both the left and right hand side waves as much as possible since they recognize that those were the 2
I was really impressed.
Yeah, but look, he's full build right now with 3K pot. Keeks' build. Bloodforge, Kin Size Titan. Yeah, that's a normal build.
And he has Titans. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, that's a normal build. That's the shred tank build.
Exactly.
On all 3 to see if they're shredding even more than normal once they start to make these pushes in. A portal there just as an option to keep
Medusa.
You get this Phoenix
Medusa scales good too with that much power. Like all her abilities scale pretty well.
Was that Terra Bubble? Oh, that was bad.
A little bit out of position here. This could be a good fight for Flashpoint, but it's turned around immediately through space and time, just chunks.
Left side Phoenix goes down and Astral.
Yeah, I just called a lifesteal here.
Oh
wait, no, we get right
just missed Giannis ult. My goodness.
Hold off for just a moment longer. They got the left side Phoenix they wanted. They're being very patient, very clinical. They want the right side Phoenix as well.
Yeah, I just called a lifesteal. Layers. I forgot what Layers does to lifesteal. And he doesn't. I guess we just fire. I just yelled fire giant heal. I know Layers wanted to back.
That's just been the
I think Baronic with the build he had, Chapo, I think he had like 968 power. Like he was up there.
Oh, he got yeah. I yelled for Wolves to blink all the Medusa. He gets beads. He's good. Lives. We get that. I think he TP's back. He's like, yo, can I TP back? I was like, yeah, TP back.
Yeah, you got hit by a lot of things because he absorbed all that.
Yeah, we got burned.
The next fight you guys had was perfect. Wolves absorbed so many abilities.
Yeah, they have no ult right now.
So problematic though for Astral Authority.
Yeah, Gap is backing, and then he TP's to ward. And then Layers go, we splits, and then we set up for mid Phoenix.
And Delaney also, both of them are standing at the top of the player damage charts despite having been behind for the entirety of this game.
I don't know what more you could ask for this.
Oh my god, look at Kuzenbo's damage. 29.
I told you that god is broken, bro. Fuck my god.
That is nuts.
Why is that god meta? Yeah, we got mid. Let me see what they use on Layers. Yeah, we get the bird right away.
This is where I'm pretty sure Layers got hit by everything.
Yeah. Oh my god, right on the team fight. This stupid commercial, bro.
Is it the Reese's one? He got Agni dashed on him?
Yeah, Agni dash. But they didn't, no, honestly, they didn't use a lot of him. They used just their main abilities, but that's Layer shouldn't have died there. I mean, the fact that he yelled that we felt like we still could fight.
Well,
yeah, we killed McCoys and Keeks. And we were able to pick him off and dodgy.
Agni's just slower.
I want to see this fight again.
Top of the player damage charts despite
what's his dash? Let me see.
He just died. They didn't use a lot on Layers. I thought they used more. Let me see how many bombs. I didn't even think it was all 3 bombs.
No, it was dash.
Dash 2.
2 stun, I think 1 ult or just dodgy auto.
Let's see. Yeah, they gone in. Oh, they killed him quick. He didn't even get anything off. That was Baronic just popping off. He has a huge clap with Get Bolt. And then Griffin pops off. Griffin popped off. Baronic cleaned up, and then Wolves just played Wolves. And he got 1 tapped.
With the triple kill, takes down Jumpa as well. It's only Crimson left. Astral storm into the Titan room. They crowned the champs.
He just lost 70% of his health. Insta died to Giannis too. My god. Prim was trying to assassinate people. Let's go. That was the GG's.
Yep. Fire.
The fact that you were getting auto less than Gab, and Gab definitely had like 250 fizz prots. That's crazy.